What's up, guys? This is Ninja on a Ninja. Hey, what's up, man? And I have a video for you today, and it's starring Markiplier, which you guys love and you like, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate probably from this, as I do, because people can't take criticism anymore. But I want to keep doing it because criticism is how our world was. That's what Congress is. That's why it's called Congress. Or it's Congress. Yeah, it's Congress. Right? Not progress. Not. It's to stop you and to slow you down, to make sure you know what you're talking about, and then you move forward. And this is a lesson that the world should be learning and should be learning and should have learned. I personally knew it when I was a kid, and I suffered because the rest of the world forgot or something. But basically, there is this thing where people can fake it. They fake it till they make it. And people trust this guy because he looks good and he's trying to be the star, be special, be amazing to you. But then you test who he actually is, and it's hollow and it's empty. Like he won't take a bullet for you. Like when it really comes down to it, he won't. He's willing to say he will to get in your pants, but the second he got in your pants, he's not willing to take a bullet for you anymore. He just wants the candy. Once you got the candy, he don't want you anymore. That's it. I'm done. That's single. That's why relationships are so bad today. That's why marriage, divorce rates are so high. It's because of fake it till you make it. That's why most jobs suck. It's because you get managers and bosses that suck at the job and they're not good at the job, and that's why it's Congress, okay? They slow you down to make sure you know what you're talking about because we need to vet you, to make sure you are who you say you are, right? That's missing. That's why the world sucks right now. It's because everyone's realizing you've been lying this whole time. Oh shit. And this whole time, I put my whole life into you, and you've been fake. anyway, anyway, so this button here, this here, here, and then here. Okay. Now, I was gonna watch this video and play my game and just listen to him and possibly find another video to watch or something if he sucks or if he doesn't make sense or if he's just a bad source of information. Basically, that's how I work. I like a person, I'll watch a person, but if they start talking and they start not making sense, I don't like the route that you're going, I tune out and I leave, basically, and I find something else. Or I just, watch my own video because it sucks, but sometimes the only people that make sense is me. And because everyone's bought, they're all fake it to make it, they all lie, cheat, and steal, and they're falling for bullshit. And the only truth that's out there, the only authenticity that's out there is me. It's sad, but it's true. It's unfortunate. It's very sucks. Or like AOC or Bernie Sanders or something like that. They're legitimately who they say they are and who they claim to be. But as far as for entertainment purposes or just to fuck around, like that's not exactly who you go to. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so he interrupted, and I need to interrupt his interruption, but I'm going to let you know what he interrupted to say, and then after he says it, then I'm going to interrupt and tell you why he's wrong, basically. But I this is important for the world to know, basically. And again, it's very just not. There's no fake to make it. It's authentic, and real, and wholesome. That's all I strive for. That's all I strive to be. I'm true. I'm honest, and I'm honorable to a fault. Like literally, I will die honorable as long as I have my dignity intact. I'm happy. So, anyways, here's what he did. Here's what he said.
You can actually talk about something about camera placement. I was gonna do a whole video on this. I was gonna make. I recorded like half of it, and then I got busy and I never got back to it because of the movie thing. And I don't think I'm gonna come back to it. I don't think it's worth doing at this point. But I just gotta.
Real quick, everything is worth doing. Anyways,
I gotta say something that really, really bugs me, and it bugs me to a complete.
real
The
quick,
movie thing, and
did you notice what he did watch?
I don't think I'm gonna come back to it. I don't think it's worth doing at this point. But I gotta say something that really,
Yeah.
really bugs me, and it bugs me to a completely unusual degree, right? So you see where I just put my camera, right? This has a bit of a streamer aesthetic to it, right? And the thing that bugs me the most is I'm not facing what you're looking at. I don't care if their webcam is down here, but so many streamers put their webcam here and they're looking at the wall. And it's like, I know it doesn't matter because they're looking, but I'm here sitting in here in a webcam. I'm trapped in a little box and I'm looking at the wall. I'm looking at the border of the window like, hey, how's it going there? What's wrong with you?
So, first off, he's wrong here as well. This is not something I intended to make part of this, but looking back at it, it made me, like, I thought about it more. Well, I thought about it in general. I didn't think about it initially because it's like, it doesn't matter. Let him vent. He's just venting. Who fucking cares? But since I'm making a point out of this, I might as well point out that what he's saying is true because most streamers tend to look directly at the camera. So he is just hyper fixating on a movement right now because he caught it right now and he's making a mountain out of a molehill. Basically, he's making 10% look like 90%. This is what's going on across the world right now. This is important to note because this actually goes to what my bigger point is that I'm going to get to in a moment or in a little bit. But real quick, I'm just saying that what he's talking about right now, this is a minor infraction that doesn't deserve the highlight you're giving it. And you're giving it this highlight because you're egotistical and because you can do no wrong because you're Markiplier and people love you. And no matter what you say, people like you. But in reality, if Joe Schmo said it, no one would care because it's not a fucking point. It's not a big deal. But again, because Markiplier is saying it, it's a different story. People listen because he's saying it. But if it was just some dude, no one would care because in reality, most streamers look directly at the camera. And he is right in criticizing people who look to the side or look away, but I don't know anybody who does that because most people that I know that stream look straight at the camera. So chances are he's complaining about himself because he's seen it and he's like, oh look, a point, let me fucking point it out, let me call it out. Again, making a mountain out of a molehill, basically. You're splitting hairs. You're making something out of nothing. You're making it a big deal, and it's not a big fucking deal. And so I'm pointing out. Anyways, that's just a small point. So, anyways.
Just flip it. All you gotta do is flip it. The only thing you gotta do is you go over to the thing, and you're just like,
but most people, if they're looking straight at the camera, it doesn't matter. So.
Oh, would you look at that? Now I'm looking at what you're looking at.
He's right to point it out. But again, no one does that. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I know it doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter.
Doesn't?
Right? But as the director of the #1 movie in America, I feel...
Do you hear him? The #1 movie in America. That's the whole point of me making this whole thing. Because the only reason why you're the #1 movie maker in America is because you're Markiplier. You're the ultimate sellout. All of the most, you're too big to fail. You're like Joe Rogan right now. It's not because you're special or you did anything or because you were the fastest runner, or you're the best jumper, or the best sprinter, or the most accurate. No, it's because you're Markiplier. Because people know you, and because you're a known name. That's it. It's not because you do anything amazing, but it's because people know who you are. And you're a safe bet, and people with money can throw money into you, knowing you won't say the fuck Jews or something and ruin and tank their money. You know what I'm saying? People can make money off of you. You're a safe bet. You're the ultimate sellout. You're a whore, basically. You're a slut. And you're acting like you're the best because you have some authority. Like, what's his name? The guy who wrote, like, you and R.L. Stein would never be meet at the, like, what he sees is way more compelling than what you could ever hope to see. But you're selling more than him. And the point I'm trying to make is that it just shows you how fucked up America is right now, because they would rather you are a name that I know and I'll buy your book because you're a name that I know, versus America back then, and it's I'm gonna buy this book because it's a good book. Not because it's by somebody that I like, but because it's a good book. Whereas you, it's made by fucking Markiplier. I'm gonna buy it. Whereas R.L. Stein, it's a pretty good book. I'm gonna buy it. I heard good things about it. Everyone's saying good things about it. Whereas you, no one's saying anything about your book. But hey, it's Markiplier, so why not? And that's kind of what I wanted to point out. So you flaunting it and laying it down, like trying to unload like your penis, like check it out, boom. Like, you have to understand, you didn't deserve it. It's just that you're a fucking household name. You won. You are number one. The same reason why Trump won the election. It's because it's a household name. Because people know who he is. It's the same reason why people are like, even if it's negative press, it's still press. Because, and even if they know me because of hatred, they still know me. And people fucking love, they think that's a good thing. They think, hey, 100 people know me, but 50 of them hate me, or 60 of them hate me. But it's a lot more than only 30 people love me and only 30 people know about me. Like, I prefer the only 30 people, and there's no negative, there's no hatred, there's only truth, basically, right? And that's what it is. If a majority of people hate you, you should probably go away. You know what I'm saying? There's probably something wrong with you. And the fact that you're so well renowned, and the reason why people know you so much, is because the grassroots that used to exist has been thwarted and has been tainted. And the fact is, again, you pop off because you're Markiplier. I would guarantee, like, I would make $1 million if I was to sell shit through you. Like, if me and you partnered, I would become the number one bookseller because me and you fucking partnered. And because I'm actually good at writing books, for example, and then if I were to go to business with you, I would have the number one selling book now because of anything special. But then if you never were part of this picture, no one would know I existed. That's the difference. That's what today is. That's the difference today. It doesn't matter how good I am. Like R.L. Stein, like Disturbed, like Linkin Park, back in the day, they got big by word of mouth because people loved it. But people know most people today because every time there's an advertisement, that song plays. Their song plays. Every fucking ad, it's their song. Every time you fucking open a new page, there's their song. And so you get to know it because it's constantly in your fucking face. You know what I'm saying? That's the same with you. Your Markiplier doesn't mean anything. There's nothing that's tied to it. It's just your name. You're just a household name. You're like Mario, basically. And people love Mario because, hey, it's Mario. I don't know anything about him, but it's Mario. Hey, I love you. You're Mario. You're the shit, man. You're the shit. Woohoo, I love you because you're Mario. But no one knows a damn thing about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to point out. Whereas R.L. Stein, people loved him because his fucking books were good. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, by the way, I don't know. He's just a name that I brought up. I can't think of anybody right now, but anyways, like you know good authors, and you know them because their books were good, not because it's a name brand or because you recognize that name because it's good and it's good for them to make money off of. Basically, streamers today are what the stock market was basically. You're an investment. They put money into you and your business and you know how well you go and how far you go. They put money into that. They put money into you, and you're a safe option. You're a safe bet to do so, and they know they're gonna get money back from investing in you, whereas other people not so much. But again, there's nothing to you other than your name. Congratulations, you beat what's it called? You got really good because you played a game and you were entertaining in this game, and that's all you did. What have you done? It's the same thing with Mr. Beast. Like you really haven't done anything other than fucking that one thing, and now you have all the fucking money, and you got in there when the iron was hot, and now no one else can get in there, and you're riding off of this. The back of this thing that existed that doesn't exist anymore. Like, it's impossible to make it these days. The game's rigged unless you're a safe bet. Unless you are a good sellout, then you will make it because everything's bought. It's pay to win. Everything's pay to win, and that's what you are. You are pay to win, sir. People can put money into you, and they know they're gonna get money back. That's what I'm telling you. They won't invest in me because even if I make it, they can't guarantee they're gonna make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? I may go somewhere. People may the same thing. With Bernie Sanders, he what's it called? He can fill a chat or what's it called? He can fill a stadium, but he can't fill a chat room, right? Because anyways, hopefully you get the idea. So that's all I want to say. You're flopping around and saying I'm number one movie in America, number one movie in America. But you're not a director, dude. You ain't. R.L. Stein was the name I thought of because that is a director of a book from the R.L. Stein from the Goosebumps from back in the day. I'm trying to remember the guy's name that wrote the Harry Potter series. I don't remember the name, but people like that was directors. The dudes that did the Transformers movie, those were directors. Like these names, like I say that name though his name it was popularized. Uh, it wasn't as wholesome as R.L. Stein basically. It was mostly because it was just like you Markiplier. It was a safe bet. Whereas R.L. Stein, much like Disturbed, much like Linkin Park, you knew of them because they were good. Not because you were what's it called. You seen them every time an advertisement showed up, or every time this showed up or that showed up, and then there they are. No, you heard of them because your friend came and was like, "Hey, dude, this band's hella good. You should check them out." Or you were like, "What band is this?" And your friend's like, "Oh, it's Linkin Park. I listen to them all the time." And so it's just word of mouth. But that's not you. You're not word of mouth. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you running around saying, flopping out your dick like, "Oh, look, I'm the number one director." You're not a director, kid. Sorry to say, you're not a director. You played a scary game one time and you got famous because of a scary game one time, and your name got really well known, and that they've been marketing your name ever since. That's what you are. That's what you are. I hate to break it to you, buddy, but don't compare yourself to the greatest directors of back then because being a director was one thing. You are another. There's a difference. I don't see the same attention for detail in you that I seen in them. Basically, they write books. They create like worlds. You don't. You play games. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a big difference. But again, your movie sold because you're Markiplier, not because you make good movies, but because you're well known. There's a difference. Anyways, that's all I want to say. God bless. Be well, be happy, be safe, take care, be loved. I don't hate you, Markiplier. I don't. Most people that I make these things about, I don't hate them. It's just I feel I need to call you out. And unfortunately, ever since the year 2003, I've been out of the game because of reasons. And I've been out, including up until recently. I've actually been able to jump in more. I've been able to more so than I ever have been able to. Like back in 2003, like now I feel like I'm an actual contender. It's too late for me, but I still contend because it's like the world is so sad and everyone sucks so much compared to what the world used to be when I was a contender and what it took to contend with me and the contenders in my generation. We were so good. And then compared to now, like it's kind of a joke, basically. But anyways, that's another story for another day. Everyone's be well, be happy, be safe, take care, be loved, God bless, be strong, share the world, share the life, share the love. Don't let the door hit, or don't take up ladders, don't repress ladders, extend them, help people. That's the number one, help people. And then finally, don't let the door hit you or the door split you. And on the way out, so peace.